Alrighty guys, looks like this is working. Couldn't sleep, so I have been working on scrubbing and cleaning parts. There's a lot more hardware here than what it's going to take to put this saw together. I think there's almost two 461s worth of hardware, and I think a partial bag of 661 hardware got added to it, but it's not no big deal. As I build the 461, it'll separate out the hardware, and that should be that. Let's see here. I got a wire wheel up the edges of the crank yet, but there's no evidence of this crank being real hot. Slight discoloration up here, but I've ran way worse than that. The bearing feels good. It rotates nice and smooth. So that's going to be the OEM crank we're going to run with. I got probably going to run with that clutch drum. It looks like it's got less wear on it, but whatever one's the least amount sloppiest. I got the cylinder cleaned up good enough for starting the port work. I got a scribe line marked around for the gasket. I'm going to think on that overnight. Slacks gave this to the channel, so I'm going to use it on this build. So I've got a nice side cover. The reline cleaned up. I mean, super duper good. Gas tank cleaned up really good. Pretty happy with that. All the plastics really cleaned up really good. The case halves cleaned. I mean, it's a little grungy still in here. I gotta do a couple more. These are probably going to get washed one more time with gas and brake cleaner, so some more of that might come out, but it's clean enough for me to start knocking bearings and stuff out. I'm going to wait until I get the parts though. The cases on this thing are in really good shape. The cylinder, it's got a couple weird pits I can feel just above the intake port. Not sure what's up with that. I don't know if it ate some debris once, but this cylinder is pretty nice, so we'll be using this cylinder. I'm going to order a highway pop-up piston for it. As nice as this saw is, other than the piston, I'm gonna try to come up with all the OEM parts that I need. I need top covers. I'm going to buy an OEM gasket kit. I'll buy OEM seals. I'll buy OEM bearings for the thing, I think, as long as the price ain't too crazy. Let's see, there's something else I wanted to talk about too. I got this cleaned up. This I did not wash. I just brushed it all off with like a wire brush, toothbrush, then blew it off real good with air. I'm not risking. I used to wash these all the time, but one time I washed one and it quit working. So I no longer wash coils because I don't want to have to buy a coil. I just scrub them up the best I can, and what they are is what they are. We'll pick the best of the best. Like we probably won't use that one, so we got pretty carried away with that one, but we got a nice one here. Got another nice one here. Got a pretty decent worm gear there. Just trying to think of everything I'm going to need when I go to the... Got another worm gear here. It's got a lot more wear on the tip, so we'll probably roll with this worm gear. This clutch is in pretty decent shape. I dug around and went down to my shed and dug around what parts I had for a 460 as well. The muffler off the saws. Oh, it's a bit warm. It was sitting on the stove. Ouch. This muffler got all the crummy stuff in it, and I have an 046 muffler, which I do believe they're the same muffler. Don't have any of this crud in there, so I'm just gonna use the 046 muffler, and then I have, I don't know where it's at, I have a dual port muffler cover I could put on it, or I have two other stock covers, and one of the stock covers has got a dent in it, so I'm probably just going to take that one with a dent in it, knock the dent out, it seems like it's already damaged, and then I'll modify that one into whatever muffler mod that I want for this thing is what I'm thinking. And then because I was thinking about throwing that factory looking style dual port cover on the 10mm 044 and do a video on that, but or I could throw it on that 440 I got to build yet too. So yeah, this is turning out quite nice. The 046 muffler sitting in soaking solution, getting, you know, so I can clean it up. That's about all I got left to wash is the muffler. And then I just got to get parts. I'm going to try, I mean, ideally this would be cool if I could put a max airflow on it, or full wrap bar, or felling spikes. This is the best shaped felling spike on it, but I might, depending on the price, I might pick up a better set of felling spikes for it, a matching pair that can go on inside and outside. But if I can get the funds rounded up and sell a few of these other saws or whatever, we'll throw a aftermarket full wrap on it, and we'll definitely be going with all the OEM stuff. But yeah, I'm pretty pleased. This is going to be a very nice saw. I think it's going to be a riot to build. And what's cool is, let me take you over there. It's a mess, but in this tote is all the other 461 stuff that's just not as nice as what you know, it's usable stuff. Well, I think this is it. Yeah, I got a decent cylinder here that was in the shed. Don't have the piston to it, but I have the piston, well, out of that saw actually. I have this used one right here that I'll clean the cylinder up and we'll do this, but we'll put all the ugly duckling parts, aftermarket tank and stuff like that, because I don't think I've got another 461 OEM tank, but this one we can use that, you know, all the not pretty stuff. I'll build a mutt saw out of this one, and then whatever parts it needs, it'll just get seated in with aftermarket as much as I can anyway. But the crankcase and cylinder that crankcase is in really good shape. I was tossing it up on what one to use, and then I figured this one's the one that had the burned up piston in it, so I'd roll with splitting this one's case. That one feels really nice. I don't think I got to split the case. I didn't see any evidence of an air leak in it, so we'll probably roll the dice on that one, and if it does need a crank seal or whatever, we'll put it in. But I'll probably build an ugly duckling saw out of that one with the covers and the bits and pieces. I should have, because I got two carbs here. And then with what parts I had and what these parts, I think I can build one like pristine 461, and then we'll build an ugly duckling. So I don't know. Let me know what you guys think on that. So I'm gonna call it a night. I'm gonna pack the stove full of red oak, choke it down, and then I'm gonna call it a night. So you guys take it easy and have a good one.